All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is building TM1 with the end game in mind. And this is going to be very short. It's just some things, lessons learned that we've come across over the years. So let's start with, again, I'm Melissa Bryan. I'm one of Lodestar Solutions business analytics coaches. I want to point out, at Lodestar, we operate differently by a different methodology and guiding principle, different from any other information technology consulting firm in the market. Although other firms may call you their client, what you really are is a customer. Customer implies that once the transaction is over or the implementation is done, you may or may not purchase from them again. Here at Lodestar, we truly have clients. This means that we form ongoing relationships and have fiduciary responsibility to your success. As you can see from my slide, my specialty is business intelligence. I'm a certified IBM BI consultant. What you will also notice is it does not say that I am TM1 certified, that I am not a TM1 guru, and that I am not a TM1 expert. We have amazing TM1 coaches here at Lodestar. However, I'm an expert at turning multidimensional data into information that enhances managers' ability to make factual decisions. So for the next couple minutes, I'm going to discuss some of the common mistakes people make when implementing an OLAP solution like TM1 and connecting it to BI. So BI from the beginning, so right from the beginning. Since business intelligence, whether it's a report, a dashboard, or the ability to query and analyze data, is the ultimate destination, or in other words, the purpose of your TM1 model, get BI involved with from the get-go. This might seem like a no-brainer, but we've seen it repeatedly. An implementation team will spend 500 hours requirements gathering, project planning, but will only invite or involve the BI team for like 10 hours of the process. And then they wonder at the end why they have so much rework. Involving the BI team in the requirements gathering and the development of your cubes enables modelers to build within the limitations of the technology while ensuring that the product is usable for the end user and desirable. Even such trivial things as naming conventions can save hours of rework and end user frustration. Another common mistake is building a cube for a particular report. Yes, we need to ensure that standard reporting needs are met, and it is a wonderful place to start. However, I have seen it where in the end, the client has 50 cubes, and each cube can only answer a very particular question. Keep in mind that reporting is only part of the business intelligence journey. A good model can foresee the unpredictable. I know that's kind of a contradictory statement, but good models understand business evolves, and so do the questions that managers have. So first place I want to start, ragged hierarchies. Almost every organization has at least one ragged hierarchy, and especially in today's world of mergers and acquisitions, they're becoming more and more prevalent. But unfortunately, BI is not a fan of ragged hierarchies. Ragged or unbalanced hierarchies must be handled with care in order to avoid unexpected results. For instance, like when a cross-tab section is split into a master detail report, corresponding sections might be missing members and be empty, or they might not be. It's a little bit unpredictable sometimes. So whenever possible, try to balance out your hierarchies by placing dummy members in. Or even better, pass that buck off to your data warehouse architect or your the admin of the data warehouse. It's always best, if possible, to fix any of those data issues directly in the data source. And then, if for any reason ragged hierarchies are just unavoidable, your BI team, a good BI team will have tricks like levels, descendants, children, or ancestor functions that can help produce the expected results that we're looking for. But again, if possible, it takes a little bit longer, but if you could work through and put in some dummy members, that would be great. BI would really appreciate it, and so would your end users. So this leads me to my next point, named levels. Besides the fact that many multidimensional functions and reports do rely on level sets, name levels make it easier for business users to query and analyze data. So for an advanced report writer or a business analyst, dealing with parent-child hierarchies is not that big of a deal. But however, if you're trying to build like a self-reliant or an empowered culture in your organization, give them the tools to make them successful. Make it easy for them. It's a lot easier to drop and drag in a level than to build in multiple filters to get the data out that you want. So the next two slides are more of like an FYI. Views in TM1 are awesome. They're great. Unfortunately, at this time, TM1 views cannot be published into a BI package. I've seen where clients use views to reorder members in a hierarchy and then flip portions of the hierarchy to roll up instead of down. Unfortunately, in BI, when a hierarchy is published, the parent member sits at the top and all the descendants roll up. This can be kind of frustrating for our finance teams who want to either roll down to the bottom line. And the reason I bring this up is that when you're trying to build dynamically, you want to just drag in the top member, the hierarchy member. That way, any changes made will flow right through, and then you don't have to have a whole lot of human interaction to reorganize static data elements. So you need to think about the elements and how they're going to display in your report. When you drop and drag it into either Report Studio, Analysis Studio, how is that going to display for your end users? This one, I put this in. This was just a quick tip. This one's going to save you literally from going bald. It is completely unintuitive. So when you go on TM1, you have this ability to create all these awesome aliases that are totally useful. So when you want to publish a TM1 cube over into a Framework Manager package, when you're going through the wizard on the locale page and you select your alias, you have to make sure you select a language. If you don't select a language, and this is not intuitive at all, the publish will package with the member's name. This is just a little FYI to save you hours and hours of frustration. You can thank me now. I will take it. And then final note. So if your organization is still using waterfall approach to implement, the last part of your implementation strategy is usually the BI piece. And everybody's always in an awesome mood towards the end of a project because projects never go over budget and they always are ready for the go live date. I know that this is virtual and you can't see my face, but that was sarcasm. So we know and we completely understand that towards the end of projects that tensions are high and patience is low. So if you're using the waterfall approach, please remember that BI is just getting on the scene. They want the same thing you do. They want to complete the project successfully and on time. So please give them the same courtesy and patience that you gave your modelers at the beginning of the process. And then finally, I just wanted to wrap up with a couple of our educational offerings. Not all of us are project manager gurus, so we don't understand the difference between waterfall and agile. So one that I want to point out is that we have agile project management for business analytics. Here at Lodestar, we highly, highly, highly recommend agile project management for any business analytics implementation or BI implementation. And then a couple of our other offerings, the free ROI consultation, I recommend you take us up on it. I've seen Heather and her team save companies hundreds of thousands of dollars through those, and it's absolutely free. And then Mike and I are always willing to offer business intelligence training on any of the Cognos suites, so I just wanted to bring that up. Any questions about building with the end game in mind and lessons learned? Or heck, do you want to share some of your horror stories that we can read out loud?